He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
This is your president speaking. And I approve this message.
Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a ball down, first down. Let's throw a ball down every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this Vegas style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson, hit the goal. Run you over, go live, jumping over. Go crazy, lose your soul, lose your mind in a black hole. Here's your goal, Super Bowl. Every year, get that goal. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Al Davis, John Madden, Greg Papa, and Derek Madden. He's a pirate, Ken Sailor, always will be a Vegas Raider. Archell, Gene Upshaw, Jack Tatum, true outlaw. That is Fred Biletnikoff, Lesnar Hayes, Big and Young, Brown Brothers, Willie and Tim, Funkin' Otto, y'all know Jim, y'all know Lyle, y'all know Ted. Accent put you to bed. Dave Packard, Cliff Brand, Tom Ford, and think you can. George Fonda, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, come back home. Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. We are the Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you wanna be sinners, you can come and get it. Vegas Raiders, Vegas Raiders, just win, baby.
Oh, hello. Finally, car wash day, guys. So what's, Rich, you gotta help me, where am I gonna be looking? Is this one?
This is the big one right here. This
Okay,
is the little one.
but, okay, that's this little one, okay. So this is the main one. Okay, because I'm about to like fill up the bucket, so I'm gonna be more over here.
Okay, I'll go around.
So you'll be following me around, okay. Okay, so we're gonna finally clean the car, and the reason why we have to clean it at home, here, let's show them this real quick. This is what I did to the car. Several months ago, and I was sober, it wasn't anything like that, but I had drank probably like a week or two before, and so that probably contributed to the fact that I just wasn't in my full like normal senses, you know, because you're a little bit, so when was this after? I don't remember what trip this was after, but the light still works. But look, if it went any further, because it broke this, the light wouldn't work. So I can't go in a car wash because it would just like tear that off. Can't believe I did that. It was a dumpster that had the concrete, and so I was parking, coming from that way. Here's the dumpster, pulling into park, and misjudged it, and so just would crunch to the concrete, and I heard it, so I stopped, because if I went any further, it would crunch the whole light. So, sucks that I did that. Okay, I'm gonna turn you guys this way for a second, because I got this bucket here. We're gonna fill this bucket up. We're gonna use this. Let me get the hose. And luckily we have a little bit of shade, and it's actually not too hot today. So this is really fortunate, because you don't want to wash your car in like 120 degree. But, Hold on. Richard has to fix the hose thing. Richard, you gotta get out here and give me a hose that I can use for the car, and I need the thing on it still. It's all connected for the tree. The hoses are all connected for the tree.
Oh, want me to fix it for you?
Yeah, I need the one that just connects to the spray thing, but you have it all connected to the things that go in the ground. So that's not gonna work. Well, I'm gonna fill this bucket, so I'm waiting for the hose. I'll just stand here, and we're gonna use this Rain-X thing. We're not. It's not a sponsored ad or anything like that. Maybe we can add it for other people. I think you can add things on it. I don't need it on the lives, but anyways, Richard ordered this, I think, on Amazon, but I don't know if it's the best or anything. This is the one we got. So let me read how much it is for. It's not much, I think, that you put in. I remember it's a very little amount. For 1 ounce. Yeah, very, very little amount. How many ounces are in this? 100. Oh yeah, so 100 washes. So I used a lot more than an ounce last time. I can see that. And then Richard got me these mitts. After I did this to the car, I figured, well, I'll be washing the car. So I asked him today, I said, are these for drying or for washing? Can you guys see me? Is this too, it feels like this is too low. It feels like it's cutting off my head or something. I don't know. They're for both. So I'm gonna use one for washing and one for drying. That'll be nice. So we use that, and we got some sponges. I think last time I put on gloves too. I think that was helpful. But if I have that, I won't need the gloves. This one. But if I use the sponges, I use the sponges. I don't think I will. I think I'll use this mitt. I won't get them all dirty if I don't need to. I might use them. I'm gonna pull them over here. All right. Oh, there you go. You got it. Thank you, Richard. It was all connected to the tree, which we're no longer watering. Poor baby. He's not gonna make it, I don't think. Richard's very upset about this tree thing. Because it's kind of our fault. Well, it's a little bit our fault and a little bit not our fault. Because part of it is the trees are dying because they got rid of the grass, so they stopped watering them. Because when there was grass, the trees would get watered because they were watering the grass. But once they turned it all to rock in the neighborhoods, then a lot of the trees died. But the other thing is, Richard thinks when the guy trimmed our tree that it got worse. So like we made it die quicker, but it looks like we're not the only ones. And the neighborhood, even where we go to the Albertsons, is a very nice neighborhood, and their trees are dying too. So it's just like, because you couldn't water as much as you used to be able to. So a lot of because trees don't survive well in Las Vegas. Okay, now I'm coming over here. Sorry, now that I got the hose. All right, here we go. Let's put some of this stuff in. Very little. That's good. It's plenty, probably. All right, I'll put that over there. And then. This is a good hose. Oh yeah, that's a lot of soap. Very sudsy. Good. This car hasn't had a wash since the last time we did a car wash, which has been a long time. Poor baby. He's like, excuse me. It's also kind of embarrassing to drive around in this dirty car. But to be honest, a lot of it had to do with I didn't feel good, but also it's been so hot, so even the days that I did feel good enough to do it, it would just be too hot. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it when it's over 100 degrees outside. Right now it's very, very nice. I don't know if today is gonna be a cooler day or if just this morning, but it's really nice. And it was a little bit chilly, so I think today's gonna be a cooler day. I doubt it's gonna get that hot today because it's just so pleasant this morning. So like, perfect. I'll put this back in a little more. This is one of my trash treasures. Like, I'm sure this could come in handy for something. It has a lid, and I can, what I was gonna use it for. And all of a sudden, now it's my car wash bucket. There you go. Bulk day trash treasures. Can't beat free. Yeah, very heavy. Genius. All right, we're gonna spray down the car first, and I have to do this fairly quick though, but it's maybe not too quickly because it's not nearly as hot today. Okay, maybe get you guys seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, we're gonna spray down the car first. Oh, I just tell her she's already happier. We named our car, but I forgot when we named her. Do you remember, Richard? I don't remember. Forgot what I decided to name her. Our last car was called Keisha because she was a Kia. I named her Keisha. Kias. Oh, hi there. If you're watching, we're getting a waterfall on you. And Bunny running around. Not Casper. Can you imagine? We took Casper out one time with that leash that someone had sent. Actually, we got 2 leashes sent to us back when people were sending us. And oh god, Casper was terrified of outside. He's all thinks he's big and bad inside. Put him outside, he had a little tail between his legs. He was freaking out. A little bit short. I'm gonna have to go from the other side. Dirty rims. So my dad, when I was in junior high, when he lived in Los Angeles, he's an X-ray tech and has been an X-ray tech since he left my mom, because he was going to school to become an X-ray tech when my dad left when I was like 6, and prior to that he had like a bunch of different jobs, but he's been an X-ray tech the whole time since I've been 6 years old, and so for what 34 years my dad's been an X-ray tech, and when he was in LA, when I was in junior high, he wanted to do something different, and he wanted to do his own business, and so he decided he wanted to do a car wash business, and he called it the Mark of Excellence because his name is Mark, and it was a mobile car detailing. But the problem with my dad is he's more OCD than me. So I helped my dad when I would go there. I only did it one summer with my dad because I think it only lasted about a summer, maybe a year total. But my dad's insanely OCD, so it would take us anywhere from 6 to 8 hours to clean a car to the level my dad wanted. He wanted it perfect. He wanted it to look like it had come from the factory, and we got it that way. But it's not going to be a profitable business. But we would go to businesses. He'd bring all the mobile stuff, and then we would wash their car while they were at work. So it was very wonderful for people. They come out and the car would be absolutely perfect, but we could only do like 2 a day if we were moving real quick, if the car wasn't horrible. So like this one lady had her car like 10 years, never washed it ever, and never cleaned the interior, nothing. Oh God, my dad wanted it perfect, so we got it like perfect. We'd be in there, but Q-tips and stuff in the interior, trying to clean out every little crevice. And I would do the interiors more, and my dad would do the waxing and stuff, but we'd wash the car together. But after the day's work of washing cars all day, then you got to go home and clean up all of the stuff, like clean all the towels, clean all the sponges, clean all this stuff. And it's just like, it was like the most exhausting thing. And so my dad realized that wasn't gonna work. And he'd spend all this money and all this stuff because these tanks, and you need these pressure washers and stuff because everything, you have to bring your own power and stuff, generators and stuff. And a total flop, but it was kind of fun for me for a summer. It was a lot of work though. I did for like a whole summer washing cars with my dad. Like mobile, like not just washing them, like detailing, like everything, wax, and you do everything on the rims and the things, and the interior perfect, and the vacuuming and everything was mobile. He had it, So you just brought it there. All the stuff you needed. So I think you had to have like a huge water tank too, because you had to bring everything, you know. So we had this little trailer he'd pull behind his Subaru Outback. Go to these businesses. It was fun, but oh gosh, I don't know what he was thinking for a business. Unless you want to break your back every day for not a lot of money. So he's stuck with X-ray. That's what he's gonna do probably till the day he dies. I don't think he'll ever retire. My grandma never retired. My dad's mom was a nurse. She never retired. She just died at some point. Like, I think in her mid-80s, she died. I don't remember what age my grandma was because she died when I was already with Richard, and so I wasn't really talking to my family, so I don't remember how old she was. But I'm gonna start to rinse this because I don't want this to get suds all over the stick to the car. And then I'm not done washing it, but we gotta get the suds off, otherwise it's not gonna be good. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, my grandma, she was a nurse. And her mom was a nurse. So, and they never retired. They just worked till they died. My family's not really into retirement, except for my grandpa. My grandpa retired at 45 because he was an alcoholic. And my grandma didn't want him to work because she didn't want him to drink alcohol because he would drink alcohol after work with his buddies. So she's like, fine, just don't work. I'll work. You never have to work again. Just don't drink again. So he didn't. He's the one that's still alive.
So
He has.
it's kind of hereditary?
Yeah, just a tad. And my dad's an alcoholic. My dad is like a functional alcoholic where he just drinks after work and drinks his whiskey after work and goes to his X-ray job, but it's just, I think that's why he has no ambition to do anything different than the same job for 34 years.
He's got it.
Because it's easy to do. But he likes it. He says he likes it because he likes taking photos.
Hey, okay, so a couple shout outs.
That's why he likes X-ray.
Yolanda.
Hi, Yolanda. Yolanda or Yolandi? Yolandi. Remember Yolandi and Ninja?
Oh, yeah.
The Antwoord.
Very cool.
We used to love the Antwoord. She's Yolandi. Are you Yolandi? Is it Yolandi or Yolandi? I'm gonna have to do this in little bits and pieces because I don't want the suds to, stick to the car when it's hot. It's not too hot today, so this is actually the best. This is actually the best day I could have washed the car, and I've kind of been waiting for a little bit cooler day because it has been very hot. So this actually, I'm very happy with the day I picked to wash the car. And I didn't know it was going to be this nice, actually. I hadn't been out since this morning, so I thought maybe it got hotter. It's actually perfect. I'm not going to get the car perfect, not the way my dad spent 6 hours detailing my car. I'm just getting the dirtiness off of it because, it was getting really kind of lucky. But this is just a very simple car wash here. I'm not going crazy here with anything. I just want it to not be so dirty. Especially when we go to the casinos, it's embarrassing when you drive when your car's like filthy. Just tacky. That was like unacceptable in my family to have a dirty car for very long. I mean, you can for a second. But my dad, and money wasn't an excuse because, he always would say, well, you could clean it at home, but I sometimes lived in an apartment, so I was like, can't, Dad. So it costs money. And so, okay, fine. Well, you need to come over to my house and wash your car then. No, thank you. I was always taught that you had to take really good care of everything you had. That's why it was a little bit hard for me first coming into this family, because it's quite the opposite. But so like not washing your car, my dad thinks is like disrespectful to like, you have your nice car, you gotta keep it nice. And even if it's not a nice car, we'll keep it as nice as you can keep it. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I've always had Mercedes. My first car was a Subaru XT, a 1988 Subaru XT. My second car was a 1989 Honda Prelude SI with the four-wheel steering. My next car was a 1992 300ZX with the T-tops. It wasn't the twin turbo. And then my next car was a 1995 Subaru Impreza. And then my next car was a 1992 Mazda 626. And then my next car was a 1994 Subaru SVX. And then my next car was a 1995 Lexus ES300. And then my next car was with Richard, was the other Mercedes. And then me and Richard's next car together, that was the one we gave Gloria, the 2002 300, 320, no, it was a 320, E320. And then the next car me and Richard got together was a 1997 Infiniti Q45. And then we got a 2002 Infiniti Q45. And then we had a 2009 Jaguar XF Premium. And then we got a 2013 Kia Soul. And then this car. This is my 2014 ML350. So I've had a lot of cars. a lot of cars. This one is by far my favorite, but pretty obviously. I mean, it's the most expensive one I've ever had, that's for sure, but that doesn't always mean it's better. But this one is just a really good car. Especially considering like when I banged into it and it's like everyth's still working. I thought for sure it was done. Where like I thought I was gonna have to here, let me move you guys. I thought I was gonna have to replace the light for sure. But the thing's still working great. It's just all banged up looking, but it was working like a champ. I don't think many cars would have taken that, where you like bang into concrete and it's still like functional. Or like we're way overdue for our service B. We're almost time for the second service, and it's starting to a little bit get funky, and we need an oil change. We were like way overdue all these things because we haven't had a ton of extra money. Those things get like, put to the side. The car's still chunking along, You just kind of get mad at us, like, excuse me, please, service me soon. Like, just give us a little more time, I really want Richard to do it when I'm in New York, because she's been staying strong. That's not really taking the best maintenance care of her. Or mechanic. I don't know if he's mad at us or he's out of town or whatever. Because he works at a place, but we always just call him directly. We don't call it the place he works. And so, I don't know. I'll just drive by over there. So, I hope he's not mad. He was wanting us to buy his car, but he's been wanting us to buy his car for years and it was never ready. And then all of a sudden it was ready and we didn't have the money. So it wasn't like we had committed and then stiffed him. It was like for years he's been saying, oh, when I feel like selling my car, I would love for you guys to buy it. Because he knows we like those. It's the same one like that. Gloria had the same 2002 E320. And we said, oh, we would love to because that's a really good car. But when the time came, we didn't have the money. So it's not like we were, and it wasn't like, so I hope that's not what he's mad about. Hopefully he's just out of town or something. Maybe he got a new cell number. You never know, right? People do change their numbers. Not often, but people do. They usually respond to us right away. Because we were asking him about how much it's going to cost to get our service B done. So now Richard's like, well, how much you want for a down payment to get the car? And please respond to us. He may have sold it already. This was like several months ago that he was talking to us about it. Sorry, Richard, I get you? Well, it's water. It won't harm you. You need to hydrate. Say what?
Henderson's in the house. Henderson, and say hi to Henderson.
Henderson? Like the person or the
Nevada.
place?
Nevada.
Oh, someone from Henderson, Nevada. Okay, that's what I thought. Hi from Henderson, Nevada. That's our neighbors. Down the way.
Tell them, hit the likes.
We're in, huh?
Please hit those likes.
We're in Summerlin. Henderson's like on the other side. So basically got the strip and Henderson's on one side and Summerlin's on the other side kind of. So like we're in the northwest. They're either in the southwest, kind of the southwest, I should say. I mean, yeah. Or southeast. Depending on where they are. Henderson. I mean, or, right? No, sorry, I said that wrong. Did I say with? They would be southeast or northeast, yeah, because they're on the east side of the strip, sorry. I know my directions, I'll do, sorry. We are in, so where Mark Wahlberg lives is southwest. Henderson is either northeast or southeast. Sorry, guys. Could have figured that out without my wonderful. I'm actually with good directions, but explaining directions, not always. Like, I don't know, when I say left or right, it's not always the right thing. So it's like, I didn't know if you meant your real right or the wrong one. I'm like, oh, I know, sorry. Because when I say left, I actually say right. I think that does prove more, too, that I am left-handed. Because I do that, don't I, Rich? Because I think that left is right. Always. I've done it for years. The only way I know which way is left, I put up my finger, go, oh, left, oh, L. Thank you. Oh. Left, not right. Because I want to be going left, but I'll tell him right every single time. I'll say, turn right. And then he goes like, no, sorry, left. Because I think I was a left-hander. My dad's a left-hander, and he did not want me to be left-handed. He was very against that. And he kept trying to train me to be right-handed. And then in the culture, everyone was still very frowned upon left-handed, so still even in school, they kind of still wanted you to be more right-handed. So I feel like I was forced to be right-handed because I'm stronger with my left hand for most things, but some things I do with my right hand just because I've been doing it that way my whole life, because I was told I was a right-hander. But if I were to carry stuff, like right now I'm doing this with my right hand because I've become accustomed to it, but when I carry things, I'm way stronger with my left hand. And like I said, I always think left is right. And I just feel like it's why I was a little bit weird with things always. Because left-handed people, like when they're forced to be right-handed, they're a little bit more awkward. Okay, I get the rims on this side. It's getting pretty good. Like I said, I'm not doing it perfect. I just wanted it cleaner. But I don't want it to be out here too long because it's starting to warm up. I just want to make sure I'm with the rims on this side. It's looking decent enough for me. I'll probably start drying it pretty soon. So I don't want it to get too many water spots. And then I think I'm gonna vacuum the inside too. Might as well. Oh, do we just give the extension cord to Gloria? The only one.
No, I don't know.
I can vacuum another time. Or should I vacuum today?
Back in the-
Okay, we'll just do the car wash today. Because Richard just got Gloria a new lamp, but in order to put it where we want it, it needs an extension cord. So we had this one crappy one in the garage, but then it's still not long enough, so we still don't have it where we want it. So he has to order another extension cord from Amazon. We had more extension cords, but then a couple of them broke. And we have several, I don't know. And we're using some, I think, over. They're either broken or being used for other things. Okay, and then the other room over here. I know the car's really close over here, but I had to put it close over here so that it can reach the, last time I My mom was the youth pastor for the church. I've been in like so many car washes in my life. I hated doing car washes though. Like so boring though. Like doing the ones where you're like for a fundraiser.
Wayne says he has a black and yellow Batman car.
Oh, that's neat.
So if you ever see that driving around here, that's him.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's the Henderson person? Sweet.
Vegas has cool cars.
You know, I dated a guy many years ago. This is, well, not many years ago in the sense of it was only 2 guys before Richard, but that was a long time ago, if that makes sense. So I dated a guy named Chris, and then I dated a guy named Brian, and then Richard, before I got married. But I've been married for 11 years, I've been with Richard for 13, so that was a long time ago. I don't even know what year it was. Probably 2008 maybe? Anyways, he was a very interesting dude. My sister introduced me to him. And she didn't tell me that. So my first date, she forgot to tell me that this guy painted his own car like a giraffe print. And it was interesting, but it was a little bit unsettling the first time you see it. You're like, because it was a hand-done thing, like it wasn't like a professionally done thing. Richard, can you give me that big blue towel from inside? I'm gonna start drying this because it's starting to get water spots. Needless to say, it wasn't the best paint job, but I was like wondering, like, why? Like, why would you take a perfectly nice car and make it so ridiculous? But to each his own. But he told me this was not the first time he'd done this. His other car had been zebra print and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Very strange dude. We only dated for like a couple months. And I was like, you're just a little too weird for me. But yeah, it was weird. Cause like he was picking me up in his car, and I was like, oh, okay, kind of. It was like it was as if a kid had painted their car a little bit. Like, there you go. Okay. Just want to have, It was very strange because it wasn't very good. And I just was like, what would kind of like make someone want to take like a very expensive piece of machinery and paint it themselves when they're not someone that does that? You know what I mean? I'm just like, can you maybe practice on something other than your car for artwork? But all right, that each his own. But yeah. Strange dude. I ended up breaking up with him for the guy before Richard, Brian. Another oddball. Not that I'm normal, so. I didn't date in high school. I only had one boyfriend in high school, and that was like my junior year. It was from the church. It was a guy my mom, like Mom, you should marry this kid. It's like, stop making me want to marry this kid. Because she was really mad at me when I broke up with him. I'm like, that's ridiculous. You expect me to marry my first boyfriend ever? From the church? Nah. But his dad is a gold medal Olympic gymnast. Can't tell you what year, otherwise you'd know who he is. It's in the 80s. When I was in New York, I met another person that was a gold medal gymnast for swimming in the same year. And I said, no way, do you know this person? And they said, I actually do. I know exactly who that person is. And I was like, that's crazy, what a small world. Because that was my first boyfriend's dad, and my client from New York knew the person because they were both in that year of the Olympics. And most of the other athletes, even if it's not your sport, if you go to the Olympics together, because you're a team. You're a team for USA, Small world. Well, in New York, you meet. It's not a small world in the sense of like, you're gonna meet I've met people from like my hometown in New York, which you're just like, that's just so crazy, but it's just because everyone goes to New York, you know. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people do, you know. So it's like there's more chances. There's already so many water spots in this car, so I mean that's. So I was trying to do it quicker than this. People come from all over the world to New York, so you're more likely to meet someone in New York that's from somewhere that you've been or lived or whatever than in other places, you know. But it's just always interesting that with all the, you know, billions of people there, that you do run into the people that were from where you're from or something like that, you know. So let's go like that. I don't know if I gotta move these cameras. See, I don't know what you guys are looking at. Can you help me with the cameras?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I already have water spots I'm a little irritated with. But at least it's not filthy like it was. So it is an improvement. But it's not perfect. And I wasn't trying to make it perfect,
How
especially
much does it cost to repair that thing?
the front.
Yeah.
They want $5,000 as the quote, but they say go through your insurance. They say don't try to get it done yourself, even if you have it, because they say it's one of those things that could even be more depending on, you know, just there's all these weird little things that cost a lot with pieces like that. So the quote we got from two places was right around $5,000 in both places, but they said we do not recommend you doing it on your own. We didn't have that anyways, but they're saying definitely go through your insurance. But the problem is $5,000 deductible, which, you know, I can get, but it's going to make my insurance go up. And it's just like, I'd rather just drive it like this for now until it becomes where it actually makes the light break. But right now, the light still works. That's why we can't take it through a drive-through, because the light is still functioning. So right now, the car is still legal to drive. The lights are functioning. The problem is it just looks bad. But if the lights ever break, then we do have to get it fixed on some level. But they say the part that was expensive was the light part. So they're like, the fact that I didn't break that is fortunate. The fact that I can still drive around, because if you do break the light part, that's the most expensive part. But that's also makes it illegal if you don't have your lights. So I thought when I first did it that I did that. So that's why I was so upset, because oh great, I just cost us a fortune or make my insurance go up and, you know, cost us at least $1,000. But since it's still functional, we're like, all right. So Rich was infuriated at first. I mean, there's nothing really, wasn't like I was drinking. Like I said, I had drank the week or two before, so I feel like it contributed to the fact that I wasn't just on my full senses, but I wasn't in any way drinking any time near that day. It wasn't even the day before. It was just like within the week or two. I can't remember exactly.
What year's your Mercedes?
This is a 2014. It's an ML350. They're not called ML350s anymore. They're called like GLEs, I think. But I actually like the ML better than the newer ones. So I like our year because it's kind of one of the biggest ones. They were smaller before our year. Well, you know how they have for several years a certain, what do you call it, style or whatever, or body. Our body from whatever 2014, whatever that year span was, is my favorite one, because before then, it looks great on the outside. It's a really cute little car, but it's small. The one before this. And the first year they made the MLs, they were ugly. They were really ugly. That was, I forget what year. They were kind of cutting edge though, because no one really had the SUVs like this yet. So Mercedes was kind of like starting something new. I mean, there was like a handful, but it was ugly. And then their next round of the MLs were really nice, but small on the inside. Then they did this body, and this one's my favorite. And then right after ours, they switched to, it's called a GLE. And it's a little bit smaller. It looks like it on the outside, but it's a little bit smaller. They kind of like condensed it a little more, made it a little more affordable, but it might be more expensive with the price tag. But I don't know if you guys realize, as you get older, you realize everything gets cheaper every year of things that you used to like cheaperly made, like not cheaper in price, cheapier made. You're paying probably more for the price. But so like I like older cars better than newer cars, because the newer cars, even though they have all this new technology, the actual like other stuff is so much chintzier than the old stuff used to be. So like I'm pretty happy. Like I'm not happy with these new electric cars. I'm gonna be really bummed when we're all forced to get electric cars, because they're cheesy. and they make them really cheap, but then they charge you a fortune. Like a Tesla is such a cheap design. It has no design to it. It's just like a big old eggshell with a bunch of windows. And it's hilarious when the people in Vegas have them because that window on top is so hot. It's all windows on the roof. I don't know if you guys know that. And it doesn't have like a shade cover for them. Like they just have this open window in the roof in Las Vegas, and everyone's driving these Teslas. I'm like, you must be dying in there. And we have when we were in the Ubers. It's hot. Okay, that's going to be good enough for today. It looks much better. I'm a little irritated with some of these water spots, which I knew would happen, but it would have been worse if it was hotter. So I'm happy with that we did it today instead of a couple days ago.
Job. I'm ready for lunch.
Yeah, it's good enough. Yep.
All right, guys.
All right.
Let's call.
Are we gonna call this quick, or do you want to bring him in to cook?
No, I'm pretty tired. I know.
Okay.
Unless you want to cook.
No, I'm good after the car wash. Yeah. So I think I guess we'll just kill this one then, because we did a really long one earlier.
Yeah,
and we just wanted to step on for the car wash. And
Unless you want to chat with me.
no, I'm tired. I chatted all morning. I'm sorry. We're done. I just washed the car. It is getting hot out here too, so I mean it's not hot, but it's hot when you've been doing this. I wanted to vacuum it, but we don't have an extension cord right now, so I can't. We gotta get an extension cord first because we just gave it to Gloria, other one that we were using to vacuum last time. All right, you want to sign off?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the car in a minute here too. Let me pour out all this ucky. Here, guys. We're gonna pour out this bucket. I don't even know which camera's doing what, but we're gonna pour out this bucket. And it looks much better than it was earlier. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Good enough for government work, huh? Don't spit it all over myself. All right. Is it?
It's still going.
It's still going. Like I'm still talking, or?
Yeah, you're still talking.
Oh, okay. I thought you went to the. Okay, I'm pretty much done. So you can take
Looks
them.
good.
I'm gonna get the keys and bring the car in.
All right.
Let me throw all this stuff in the bucket. Gotta clean this. And all this stuff's gotta get cleaned. I'll just move this over here. Clean this stuff later, next time I do laundry. So put that right there. Yeah, it looks way better. And it's not perfect. It's not a mark of excellence. It's my dad. But it looks way better. It was just so dirty, like it was like spotty, you know, just primarily because it did actually rain one day and then it gets like extra spotty. You know, from a distance you cannot see what I did, but close up you sure can. But like when Richard comes to pick me up at the casinos, when he pulls up, like I can't see it until he gets really close. So of all things that could happen, you see it the least, unless you're like right in front. But like when we're driving, most people don't really see it until you get close. So fortunately, but it's pretty bad. I was really mad at myself. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong other than just misjudge, but it was just irritating that I misjudged the turn. So, all right, I'm waiting for him to end it so then I can pull the car in. So I'm just standing here, but let me see what he's up to. So I'm gonna move the tripod as soon as we'll pull the car back in. Have you edited it? Turn me up a little bit.
Little do you know, you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo.
I don't hate players, I love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and
The
dance.
dog.
Not to death, I'm not impressed. I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Name on the marquee, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
Like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the day-yo.
On more time than a Rollie or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down or lay low.
You're standing in the shadow. Open Jedi, I am Black Jedi. That Red, Jedi, black, purple, white people.
Let's move. Shout out to my man.
Deeper, richer, crisper, stronger reception, a sharper picture. Revolve around God and evolve with Jedis. These elements are perform my scripture. I make Jedi read a classic modern figure.
It
Oakland,
don't matter if you holler or whisper. Coming through clear cause I'm right here with you. Ain't got an edifice slang, I gotta get you. Yo, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers.
the brothers, the leavers, the daughters, believers, the stayers, the quitters, the bitches, the Jedis, the rapper gorillas, the ghettos, the village.
I'm gonna feel it from the first to the million. Extra, ordinary and plain.
Walk 1,000 paces of light ahead of the
Game, by the time you get where I stand,
I'll be gone. Y'all make moves, but I just move on.
When I move in, y'all must move along. Cause I move too strong. I know what my feet move for.
Made it go without a brand new car. Made it fresh without a brand new song. I can give a fuck what kind of brand you are. I'm more concerned what kind of man you are. What your principles and standards are. You understand me, y'all? You good to your family, y'all. No matter where your families are.
Everybody's family, y'all.
Raise a hand.